Alright guys, just a quick video here. Now, the 46RE in the Dodge Durango there is it was basically a light duty transmission. Since I'm going to the 6-pinion planets, okay, this you got to make sure that you replace. Let's see this. Alright. Let me just get this ready for you. I should have had this ready already, but... Alright. When you go to the 6-pinion planetary, okay? 6-pinion planet. Here's what you need to know about this, okay? This specific one goes in this ring gear, or annulus, okay? Like so. Okay? It's this one. What you got to know when you go from a 46 to a 48 with the pinions here, this washer that is stock in the 46 RE, you want to get rid of this, okay? This went here originally inside this annulus, okay? So this would have gone in there. You want to discard that. The 6-pinion planet, you're going to look for the 2 wide bushings. Okay, they have six tangs on them. One will go on the back here, and one will go on the front. The way this transmission is set up is when the first gear pack comes on and you're taking off, all the force is pushed on this bushing right here. Okay? That's why you need that wide bushing here. When second gear hits, all the force is now applied to this bushing. These 2 bushings are very important, first and second gear. Okay? So this now has a wide bushing. This is your first gear. It gets slammed up against the ring gear this way, or the annulus. When second gear is applied, it gets slammed the other way, and all the pressure is pushing this way in second gear. So, and that's due to the helical cut gears. Okay, remember, if these were spur cut gears, the force would be on your up and down. Okay, but since they're helical, these get forced either way. So, first gear, it's clamping down, okay? The force is being crushed here, and when second gear hits, the force gets shoved the other way, okay? So, very important. Make sure you have the wide bushings for this 6-pinion. It's for heavy duty use, okay? Another thing I want to address. All of you that raise the pressure in these transmissions beyond what they're supposed to, all you coal rollers out there that take off the pan and they adjust that little that screw in there, you unscrew it to make the pressure heavier. The problem with doing that is if you have too much pressure, it will actually force the converter out of the transmission. And all that pressure and all that force gets pushed on the thrust surface of the engine. Okay? You will damage that thrust surface to the point where it will no longer have a thrust surface, and that crankshaft will be grinding up against the block. So be careful when you adjust the pressures on these transmissions, because it will force that converter forward, especially on the diesels. So just a little information there. I'm gonna put this together. The parts came in from Cope Racing, and I got 5 thousandths of play in here, and the clutch pack itself has 32 thou, so I'm kind of happy with that. I'm gonna put everything together and just go from there. If I think of anything, I'll definitely, oh, might as well. All right, so this is the original one that came out of the 46 RE. This is your second gear, okay? This is your second gear bushing. This went here, okay? See how much wider the 48 one is? The wider bushing? That's because so much force is on this bushing, especially when towing in heavy loads. And you can always tell when someone's towing and how they drove the vehicle by these two bushings. All right, if you take apart a transmission and it's a 46 RE and this thing's smashed like this, they either don't know how to tow or they towed a lot. That's how much force is on that second gear. On your first gear, it's even more because of the gear reduction. And I've seen these crushed. I mean, it's just like you can actually, the indentations from the pinions. This had a I think this had a 5 in it, a 5 before, if I'm not mistaken. I've actually seen the indentations of these pinions 10 thou in the bushing. And that's a lot of towing, and that's a lot of abuse. So be mindful. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. When you change one thing, you change everything, okay? So just keep that in mind when building a transmission. If you change one thing, you're going to change something else, and that's going to change something else. So I know the stack up is going to be different because of this, so I'm pretty sure this isn't the only time I'm going to be taking apart this transmission, so to have it finalized. So I got to redo the end play because of this, and I'll be going through everything part by part. All right, hope that helps someone. Thanks.